One of the things that I was thinking about when proposing this Coalescence performance was the fact of working with voices. And in particular, we had been working together in improvisation settings with a Legami trio. And one thing that was always very noticeable to me is the gestures that they do when they sing. And I was curious about exploring how these gestures can be detached from the sound that they produce, and also thinking about the fact that in my instrument, in the cello, the gesture and the sound, it's usually completely related to each other. If I produce a certain gesture, it produces a specific sound. But I was curious with the voices to think about the fact of if it is possible to detach this gesture from the sound, and if we do, well, if the sound also changes then, and up to what point these things are actually related in the case of the voice. So that was the starting point for me, and then we were trying out with different possible structures and different possible combinations. And we end up with a proposal, which it's still an experiment all in all.
So for me, working with voice was not completely a new thing. I worked with voice before in my life. But the thing is that I had some health issues in last 2 years, so my voice is quite weak at the moment. So it was interesting to research a bit the limitations now. But I really love to use voice, and also when you have such a beautiful support and inspiration and this collective feeling of singing or making music with your voice together, it's very beautiful for me. Yeah.
There is also another aspect that is really important for us as musicians and improvisators, that is actually the thing that we know each other well as a trio. Mm-hmm. So it's very interesting to collaborate with someone that you don't know yet. So it was very interesting for me, yeah.
So for me, the thing that was important to experiment during these days together was the point when music and dance, when sound and movement melt together. When you're not really sure if the dancer is a musician or if the musician is a dancer, and to play with this thing. And so I asked myself how we could experiment that, and for me it was really important to be in contact. Like, how does a physical contact with somebody influence the music we are making together? So there is this thing between giving the weight to the other and the other also. So we are kind of one human being, one creature with 4 bodies, but in linked on what does it, what happens when we are in contact, and what happens when the contact breaks, but we are still in audible contact.